bought Star Wars Squadrons years ago during the pandemic and played the hell out of it in virtual reality and with an Xbox controller. Recently, I got a HOSAS set up at home, so no more controller, and I decided, okay, let's go ahead and play the game again. The trouble is, I've had a ton of trouble getting it to launch without crashing. So I'm going to show you what finally worked for me after looking around for forever. Normally when I'd launch this thing through Steam, what would happen is, and this is the only game this happens to me in, the game will make it to the title screen like this, and then it'll just die. No error messages, no nothing. Every once in a great while it'll make it into the game. Sometimes it'll actually be playable even, although it tends to be a little stuttery and crappy. Yep, just like that. So the game launched just for a second and then died. Sometimes it doesn't even make it that far. Okay, this is the method that worked for me, and I'll post a link to where I got it from in the description from the original guy's video. So if you right click on Star Wars Squadrons and you hit Properties and you go to Install Files and you go to Browse, this will take you to the folder where Squadrons is installed at, and you're gonna so some people do this. They'll actually go into Properties and Compatibility and they'll check Disable Full Screen Optimization and run this program as administrator. I found I didn't need to do that in this case. All I did was copied it, pasted it to the desktop as a shortcut, right click and hit Properties, and then after the .exe quotation marks, you're just going to put in minus window, just like that, and then hit apply. And you're always going to launch Squadrons from this shortcut now. You're not going to launch it from Steam. I have a million Steam games, and this is the only game that's this finicky, but this method does work, at least for me. If you're going to play in regular 2D mode, not in VR, then that's all you have to do. If you want to play in virtual reality, then what you should do first before you run the shortcut is to put on your headset, connect to virtual desktop or whatever, and launch Steam. Next, you're going to run the shortcut. Okay, once the game is loaded, if you want to go into VR, just hit escape and go to VR settings and go to VR toggle, and then you're going to follow the on-screen prompts. So you're going to hit spacebar to stay in VR mode, and then you're just going to put on your headset and you're going to hit minus, and bam, you are in Star Wars Squadrons in VR and everything runs great. So I'm just going to really quickly go into practice because good luck getting a multiplayer game in 2026, unfortunately. But single player is still fun. And as you can see, the game is running great. I'm in VR, and it looks pretty awesome. I'm just running on a 3070. Nowadays, I have a HOSAS setup, which is great because I used to play this game with an Xbox controller, and it was pretty horrible. So it's been fun to jump back into it. Okay, if that solution doesn't work for you, here's the other solutions that I've heard of other people having luck with. Didn't affect me at all, but you never know. Maybe it'll be what your problem is. So again, click on Squadrons, hit Properties, go to Browse, and this time what you're going to do is right-click and you're going to check compatibility mode. So you can try Disable Full Screen Optimizations, run this program as administrator. And I did see one guy that claimed running the program in compatibility mode in Windows 8 was what fixed it for him. The other stuff, I'm not going to keep any of this because I don't need it. The other stuff that I've seen is that sometimes people will say you need to verify the integrity of the game files. I tried that, it didn't do a thing for me. Then they'll say, close every other program that you have launching in case something in your taskbar is conflicting with Squadrons. Update your game drivers. I did hear this one too. If you go to the start menu and you go to antivirus, and you go to virus and threat protection. I'm in Windows 11. I don't know if it'll be different for you. Go to virus and threat protections, scroll down to the bottom and hit add or remove exclusions. And then what you're going to do is make a shortcut to that same folder that I was just in. So let me bring it back again so I can get the name of it. Okay. And I'm going to hit add an exclusion and hit folder, and then select that folder. So then that will make it so that in case the anti-cheat or Squadrons itself, needs to access and is getting tripped up by your antivirus, supposedly that will fix it. Again, this didn't make any difference for me, but you never know. The last one that I heard was that when the game launches, what you can do is supposedly there was a Windows update recently that caused problems with processors that had large numbers of cores. I don't have the game launched right now, but I'm going to show you on just something else I have launched. What I'm going to do is right click on it, and this is in Task Manager, and you're going to hit Properties, or no, not Properties, go to Details, and then right click on, Star Wars Squadrons.exe. We'll pretend that that's what this thing is, and you're going to hit Set Affinity, and you're going to uncheck all processors and just check the first 8. This guy claimed that, even though you're not using all cores, that this should be plenty for what Squadrons needs, and it will bypass the problem that Windows introduced. Again, your mileage may vary. I don't know if it'll make any difference. For me, the shortcut with the dash window was all I needed, and everything else worked great after that. So I hope this helps.